Good morning everyone and welcome back to the Two-Headed Wolf gaming channel as we continue to play Path of Exile. And we're doing this with our gladiator here, which uses lacerate and a bit of bleeding. And today's episode will be probably made from like two parts. I think I have about half an hour to record, and afterwards I need to get to bed, and I'll wake up in the morning and record. But I really felt it's the beginning of the league. It's very exciting at this point to keep playing. So I really wanted to get back into the game and do it for a while, even for a little bit before going to sleep. So
I didn't catch a word of what you said, Doedri. That's probably a good thing.
So basically, we're gonna make this in two cuts. Since last time I got the chance to look over the internet and, you know, to see how other people's impression of the new league, the league start, everything that has happened and so on and so forth, and realized that
dissection time.
On one side I was saying a few days ago that I might want to look at some of the new skills, the new gems, the skill gems, even the support one, as they might work very well.
Take comfort, Meligado. An artist's work is always worth more when he's dead.
Yeah, so like I was thinking about that, and I was planning to look up and see like what could fit this build. And now I realize that a lot of builds have started to appear on the internet, on YouTube, on the different channels, with this kind of lacerate gladiator character, which is, oh, how should I say this?
Your reach exceeds your grasp.
I'm not necessarily jealous, but I guess I was thinking that I would be doing this for the first time, and it would be more unique, right? For not for only for you, but for me as well. Trying to put it together a build or recreate a build for the first time on my own, and trying to figure things out as they go. But at this point, it's at a level to, it doesn't feel like I am comparing myself anymore to just myself. To it reached a level where I am comparing my build, or other people who enjoy Path of Exile and will look on the internet for like different builds, will be able to look at my build and criticize it from that point of view of whether it is
Miasma spreads.
successful, right? Successful or not enough, or not, because it's pretty much the same idea. I'm playing a gladiator, I am playing a lacerate. Bleed is part of this build because it is part of the gladiator, right? So yeah, it took a pretty weird turn. I guess just I have a bit of a weird feeling about it, but it's going to pass. That is not that important. At the end of the day, it really matters what am I going to be doing going forward. Like, am I going to work on figuring this build out myself, or what am I going to do? And things will stay pretty much the same for me. So I avoided basically all of the people that I watched for build guides. Wherever I saw the lacerate with the bleed, I just avoided. So yeah, I am not even sure if at the end... Oh, we got 7. I'm not sure if at the end I will look it up, but I probably should, to see how does my build compare to theirs. Maybe if I feel like I'm stuck at some point towards the end, maybe at that point I will start thinking of taking a look at other people's last rate bleed build and see what I could change around just to advance further in. And yeah, that is what I wanted to to talk about today, because what were the chances, right? Deciding that I would go for such a build and
such lovely material.
Getting a bit of lag here, and have the whole league do such a build as well. Though I saw plenty of unique builds.
Flattery will get you nowhere with me, milady.
I am currently following the one that Carnage is doing with his I think he's using some of the new skills. That's what he's planning to do. There is a skill that looks like a scythe, and it's consuming blood, and I think it also applies corrupted blood. So I'm very interested to see how that turns out. It's made by Zizran, and it's more of...
What a pleasure to finally meet you, duelist. You and I will create the most beautiful of nightmares together. Let us bathe you in blood, duelist, so that this world might be bathed in glory.
Now, Exile!
Let's see how we will feel fighting Malachi.
Embrace the future.
Okay, so we're doing pretty well against Piety here.
What?
Now, Exile!
Okay, we're doing pretty okay against Malachi as well. Goodbye, Piety.
This is what I get for trying to be a bloody hero. An honest death. The only redemption I was ever likely to get. You know, it's a question that's always haunted me. Whose will be the last face I see? I like the answer. Go, my pretty champion. I want that fine ass of yours to be the last thing I see.
Oh, well, far be it from me to deny a lady's final wish.
Now, let us see if you truly understand
Nice comment.
what it means to be Nightmare. Nightmare is the true eternal.
Okay, let's try to... Okay, we're doing good damage. The heart of the beast was easily destroyed there.
Are being selfish.
Our damage is decent here. Not over the top against Malachi, but you know, works. What works, works. Okay, final heart here.
Is the true eternal. Why are you so in love with death?
And almost done. There it is. Act 4 boss done. Festival mask, ring for rarity, and this 4-link gate.
It's a strange feeling when the fighting is done. I've won. The nightmare is ended.
I'm watching you.
So the beast is dead.
Until next time.
Let's talk to Tasuni.
You've done yourself.
And now we should have access. Yeah. We're about to exit the area.
No love. Our hopes.
Okay.
Your victories will not continue.
Okay, so you say. Let's see. Less area of effect and projectile speed. Or stalking run. What do you have? We have to survive. Okay, let's say less area of effect to start with. Okay, another chaos.
The storm approaches.
Things are starting to look pretty decent as far as rewards go. Pacifism. I still don't know what to do with pacifism. I really have to look that up.
Avoid the miasma if you can.
I don't get that gem. So maybe we will look together some time in the next episodes. Let's see. Lightning damage from mana cost? Could be. We don't use a whole lot of mana. Yeah, let's do some of these.
Lurks within you.
My spirit is spent.
Okay, Goddess Amulet. This is not necessarily something I need, but we're gonna use it.
I suspect I'm being made a fool of.
Nice. We're doing amazingly well with these trials. But I'd be worse at ultimatums then, especially in the beginning with how it went, but I guess once you've learned, done a few trials like this, probably would have been a very different story when playing hardcore, but I am not a hardcore player, so should I start opening these more? Trying to get more links. Okay. The experience gain is still good. Like if you take a look at the bottom, you can see that even taking out normal monsters is quite good. Crafting recipe, cool. Attributes level 2. And there we go.
Captain Tavares. Altitude is imperative to forging a stable connection with the Prime Resonator in Theopolis.
I do love
Our source is equally
this
vital.
teleportation because it makes like this. Right, it like makes this hole in the wall, and I find that quite a cool idea. Looks good, very well made. time to free these people and bring upon the end of the world in the
I'm
process.
being punished, aren't I?
Buffs expire faster, sure.
Enemy.
And what do we have? Survival duration once again. Stalking run or occasional impotence sounds good.
Strict.
A 5 gem axe. Pretty good on the physical damage. Attacks causing bleeding. And this could be a good one for certain builds. Let's do some
Storm
lightning.
approaches.
Okay, what do we get now? Some restless grounds and storm-colored runes. Let's go with the storm-colored runes. Okay, so far so good. Let's move out of the way. 32 lightning resistances. Raging.
Slay
That
them amongst the flames.
these are starting to feel a bit more challenging than before. So yeah, I guess I need to really think about the gear I'm using.
You win again.
Don't care about this one. This is just a one-handed sword with physical fire. Not exactly what I'm looking for. This one has fire, chaos, and we'll see if it works. Armor and energy, no, but I will say yes to chromatic orb. Armor and evasion.
I believe in traveling light.
Let's take a look at what we have on us. I will throw this sword away. We'll take this. A hallowed flask. Let's see. What does it say? Increased movement, reduced recovery rate, and increased amount recovered. Sure, temporarily we'll do that. We'll throw this away. And we have a jewel here. Let's see. Plus 20 strength and intelligence from passive and radius is transformed into strength. This is item level 40. This is item level 41. Maybe we'll just sell it. We'll see. We're back to going through monsters like butter. Or like through butter. Come. Oh, I like this feeling of being overpowered. I guess this is something that works really well with Path of Exile. I don't, at least in Diablo 2, you don't feel you never feel overpowered. In Diablo 2 everything is like super important. Like you have to pay attention all of the time mostly. You never know when you get attacked by a special kind of monsters, and I really liked that feeling as well, but in this game, if you work hard enough, like if stuff makes sense and you put together like these ideas that make sense, you start to feel overpowered, and I like that feeling. It's really fun to go through these levels like at a quicker pace than usual. And I think Diablo 3, at least the way I played it, because I played Diablo 3 a lot as well. Like I'm still trying to do all of the characters to go through that story, but I didn't manage to finish it with everyone.
There'll be time for that soon enough.
I feel like Diablo misses part of, like Diablo 3 misses part of what can make the game like great.
Remember, we do this for freedom.
Which is a bit of the struggle. It rarely feels like you're really struggling in Diablo 3. And I think that's maybe where they've missed the mark and could have done slightly better. Well, let's see, if I throw this one in here, that would increase our chaos resistance, but fire would be lower still. And if I change it here, no, it's still somewhere around that area. Yeah. I'm gonna leave it with this other one. The reason why is that there's not enough monsters that do chaos damage. This one, 35 to 76, doesn't really seem to be an upgrade. I will keep one of these bottles, as I want to enchant them later on. With this one, I think I'll stay with life. Maximum mana, dexterity, intelligence, 5 life. Okay, there's nothing impressive here. This amulet offers us life and mana. And cast speed. You know what, I think I like it. So let's throw this one on.
Remember, we do.
Farewell.
I will see you again. Hello.
Hey, seek prophecies.
A flightless
You reach
fowl
Chevron's journal in the Warden's quarters. You will encounter a powerful golem in a veil side area and defeat it. You will track down a powerful merc runner who will drop a unique item when slain. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and we'll keep these 4 later on. Replace this one. Maybe we should replace it now. Yeah, you know what? I do have a few beasts because I have another character. And that character is an assassin. So I fought a few other beasts as well. So let's see. If I was to give it a staunching, where is it again? Staunching, I have to put here a beast of level. I think I have to be, no, level 20. Okay, so I can put this one in there. And the rest don't really matter.
Prove to the first ones you are worthy, Exile.
There it is.
You are truly a survivor.
Nice. So with that replaced, now we're getting an extra 1000 out of our life flask, which is important. And let's quickly go find the Mias meter, because that will offer us another skill point. plenty of wardens going around. Slave catchers and whatever else. Okay, let's go to the left then. I wonder if there is any character that you wouldn't use a movement skill on. Like one that would be beefy enough, like you could make him or her that strong that you don't need movement skills on them. I don't think so. If I think about some of the endgame bosses, like some of them have attacks that destroy you in one hit. Here is the Mias meter done. Let's go look for the Justicar. And I think we will have to fight Sin soon. Right, we're going outside in the courtyard. Yeah, there's a bit more to go. But we will get to him soon. And then we'll be able to fight Kitava. For the first time, lose our resistances, but get to a part of the game where we can start talking about the Pantheon. And after the Pantheon we will start focusing and finding even more content, like you know, the heists and everything else, and Alva's temple with its new modifications to drop rates and everything else. It's going to be a lot of fun to rediscover some of those mechanics, because everything has been, or a lot of things have been reworked.
Avoid the miasma.
This is another one with survival duration. I'm not a hugest fan, I have to say, of survival duration. Though it is quite simple in the sense that you just have to avoid stuff in theory. Okay, Orb of Binding, let's see, what are we going to go for? Let's work on this one.
Will be enough.
Another cool thing about this is that if you take a look at our experience bar, it really counts here. Randoms projectiles. Now we're gonna go with level 3 on the miasma. Yeah, look at the experience bar, how it fills up when we manage to kill some of these monsters. Yeah, they've become quicker. Totem of Potency, but cause enemies to take 50% of the maximum life and energy shield as fire damage per second. Now let's do some blistering cold here. Oh, they are so quick. I can't imagine what they will be like during maps. Let's see, Stone Golem, yeah, we don't have that guy around anymore. Stone Golem quality 16. Which does what? Increase damage and life for the minion. Oh, that is pretty good. Totem of costly potency. No, blistering cold too.
Grip is inescapable.
Well, at least we're doing a lot of bleeding here, so we don't have to hang around for long.
Take your prize and go.
This feels very rewarding. I am really happy when I manage to finish one of these. It's really a good feeling. So, what do you get? We get Jeweler, we get this. I mean, it's good, but it's not that impressive. Superior Stone Golem. Yeah, we will place this instead of... Where is our stone? Here is our Stone Golem. I'm gonna use him for a while. And I think the Justicar has to be somewhere here. Ah, here he is. And there we have it. So we go to Lani or we use the Eyes of Zeal to access the Templar Courts. And then we have to find the High Templar and kill him as well. That's the guy that holds the spirit of... What is it called? Forgot his name. Anyway, we'll get to him. But let's go home and get our rewards. And then I'll put a cut in here. As I said, like this will be pretty much it for me. I will fuse these two episodes together, like 2.5 hours. Make a full hour in total. But I just wanted to do a quick jump into the game before anything else. Let's see. 100% evasion rating. Or onslaught. Well, we'll take the evasion.
For freedom.
Sounds pretty good. And a skill point. So right now, what I am going to be working towards is this. We'll get a basic jewel. And then I will keep going forward with these resistances, getting up to here to reflexes, and this gem, perfect agony, and I think I'm going to go towards this. So if I get acrobatics, that's 50 less armor, 50% less armor. Yeah, maybe I won't be getting up to here. Maybe I'll just stop somewhere towards perfect agony. And then I'll work towards inexorable, and we'll see what else we can get with maybe some leech or things like that. But yeah, that is going to be it for right now. See you in a second. And I am back, everyone, in the other half hour of the episode, so it's a different day for me. But let's start by taking a look around at some of the items that I found. I found like this sword. This is the one? Yeah. Basically this is a dumb stash, like I just threw some stuff in. I'm trying to trade some stuff for a few chaos orbs, but it doesn't work as they're low level items and I'm not sure who's going to look for them, but you know, I decided to just go ahead and try it out. And I wanted to see, because I found this sword that has that increased damage with bleeding, and I was wondering whether I could replace any of these with it. So 3891 and 35 116. Maybe like if I throw it in here. Let's take a look at lacerate. So the damage per second, this will be Oh, this is slightly better, it shows. Total offhand and combined damage. Let's see on the bleeding, which I care more for. So on the offhand it's 843, because we don't really cause criticals. 900 to 37. So this is a better sword, all in all. Okay, great. Well, with that in mind, let's see. Do I have the currency? Do I want to increase it too much? And I think the answer to that is a no. I'll just throw some colors at it, just so I can put in the flesh and stone. And I would like to add a crafting mod on it, so to see maybe I can increase the physical damage like I did with the other swords. Attack speed, no, just attributes and the different types of damage. Let's try to throw in some attack speed. Not sure how much that will influence things, but maybe it will. And for this one, I guess we'll just sell it. The big advantage over here is that we have that increased bleeding damage.
Your own.
And we'll go to the Oraviet Square at this point. Activate this. Okay. Well, let's rush through this area. Don't think I really need to spend too much time going around. Now by this day, if you followed like Path of Exile, you probably seen a lot of builds like getting to the end game, and we're gonna get there as well. I know its progress might be a bit slow if you're interested in a lot of Path of Exile. I know how I binge watch other people playing it, and unfortunately can't do it quicker than this as far as posting episodes. And now at this point I regret not being able to do too much of it.
A bond of blood breaks, but from the carnage.
The reason why is because I would like to try a lot more builds out, and even pushing this build towards the end of the game. Like so curious, as it will take us probably like 3 more hours, maybe a little bit more. Maybe I am too overconfident in how many hours it will take me to reach the end game, but I am very curious to see, to put it to the test at that level and just see what it would feel like once we get like the explosions and the explosions from bleeding, which are the passives here. This one, bleeding enemies you kill explode, dealing 10% of their maximum life as physical damage. So I'm very curious about that. I'm very curious how it will feel. Let's see, yeah, I'll go for lightning first. I definitely need a bit more damage, like these rare ones, which are armored overall. Like, I don't feel like they're doing that well. Ailment and curse reflection. Curses, okay, like this. And non-damaging ailments you apply are reflected. We're applying damaging ailments. Bleeding is a damaging ailment, so we'll try this out.
You shall suffer your own bile.
And I think I am fine with that. We're just not gonna throw any kind of curse at him, because it will be reflected on us. Shockwave support with 7 in quality. That is quite good.
Vengeance is cold indeed.
Okay, explosion there. Let's see, 2 Regal Orbs, great. Let's go with Lightning level 2, even though that will have some increased area of effect. We can do this. We don't really need to fight. We just need to be patient and survive. Satin, shoes, we don't care for. Let's go with level 2 on this. The system of Ultimatum feels very well built, in the sense that, at least for these fights, even though you are constrained, it doesn't feel that bad.
Hate begets hate.
It feels like you have so much movement, and somehow that the mistakes are pretty much your own. And I like that feeling.
I can't do this just yet.
Okay, another Chaos Orb. What are we going to go for? Stormcaller runes free, that might be too much. Hindering, I wouldn't want to. Restless Ground, maybe that one.
Drains away all hope.
Oof, 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 oof. Yeah, let's not sit around too much.
A second victory.
Good. The reason why I'm on a second victory is that this account is linked with all other characters in this league, so especially in the standard league, and I played with the other character as I got warmed up, where I am playing a energy, is it energy drain, I think it's called, with a trickster. That one is a build from Zizaran, which I kept hearing about from him, so I was like, okay, let's... He says it's a really good league starting build, so I decided to go ahead and try it out. Don't know if I'll be able to take that build to the end of the game.
This trial may be the one that brings about your defeat.
Okay, maybe. Let's see. Choking Miasma, Blistering Cold. Let's start with the Blistering Cold first.
Cold indeed.
This one is with staying in the circles. And they have some elemental enemies. What do I want to do? Blistering Cold too?
Cold grip is
Sure.
inescapable.
I have to be careful here not to get the ones with the extra projectiles. Seems like we're doing well against these enemies, but there's plenty of projectiles coming at us. Another Regal Orb.
Hate begets hate.
We're gonna get Blistering Cold free. Two Blessed Orbs, and we're gonna pick on this one. Let's pick this
Avoid miasma, if you can.
with the Miasma.
I can't do this just yet.
Whew. Cobalt Jewel, increase elemental damage. I mean, this is not amazing, but
Rare is the breath of living air.
let's try to take some of these guys out. Oof. Run away. Okay, so the miasma is starting to get to me. Just a bit.
Impressive, Challenger.
Nice. Hello life, no. Maybe that sword will be good. And I feel like that's pretty much it, so let's continue. Let's try to find the Templar that I'm looking for. Okay, definitely starting to lag behind on damage. I wonder if stacking would help. Or maybe what we should do is go and visit the library, see what kind of jewels we have there that would increase the bleeding. Or even adding a fifth link, maybe as soon as we can find ourselves an armor with a fifth link. Because using a two-handed weapon means that we won't have the chance to add the secondary. Ooh. Huh. That was a great find. I mean, I'm not planning to use it, but getting a 6 gem at this point of the game? Is that my type of armor? Where are we now as far as defenses go? Well, we're at 1500 on the evasion. And that would mean like about half of the monsters, of the normal monsters, like these white ones, can still hit us. They have like a 50-50 chance to hit us. It's around that 3000 where there is the Jade Flask that makes your enemies miss you more, at least these white enemies. The rest, like when it comes to magic and to the rarer ones, like they have better stats and they also have a lot of bonuses that could influence that, like extra accuracy or things like that. Right now, let's just rush our way through this area. And now we're in the Chamber of Innocence, having to go all around and kill the Templar. Is the music on? I can barely hear it, so I'll just let it a tiny bit louder. Okay, apparently we're doing okay here. Let's double check our inventory, see if we can get that extra damage early. No, this is evasion and energy shield, so doesn't really help us. If we're giving up on 200 armor at this point, could hurt more than it would help. Nice, another level up. Let's see what we can invest it in. We're gonna upgrade the skills.
I can't do this just yet.
Passive skill point, and I have this with the jewel, which I need to look at home and see what I could throw in. if I was to look for bleeds, more damage over time multiplier for bleeding, I think it's worth to pick this up as well. And or it's worth going here towards perfect agony, but that would take some time and it would offer us more defense than offense for now. Do I want to try this again? Let's try to see if Crimson Dance, yeah, it really halves up damage, but by stacking 8 times on an enemy might be worth more. Like, we might not take these enemies out in like one hit, like these more normal enemies, but I feel like the bosses would be hurt more by
Your
it.
luck will run out soon, Challenger.
Sure.
Ruin seeks you.
What do we have here now? A ruin, choking my asthma, let's take that. Stalking ruin 2 or choking my asthma 2. Let's take the choking my asthma 2.
Living air.
Yeah, I still don't feel that skill, not that much. Not really. Because it doesn't feel like we're sitting still long enough to where
Ruin seeks
this
you.
would have the intended effect. Right? Maybe on some, as I said, maybe on some bosses, but right now we're not really crushing it. Do I want the extra movement? No, let's go with the next level of miasma.
On the wind.
Okay. Do I wanna still go forward? Sure.
Lightning descends. Your series of victories has come to an end.
Yeah. Okay. Not feeling this. Definitely not feeling this at this moment. So we could either invest in that. Let's see, what else do we have here? Some maim. This is with the impale and steel shards, and I'm not working towards that. Some endurance, some extra life. Oh, we have this extra 10% extra life, which I might want to pick up towards the end. This one. More chance to block damage while dual wielding. Attack damage increase. More blocking. And chances to gain endurance charges. And more blocking. Blocking could be good as well. Let's see, if I look at for dual wield we have here as well, which increases attack speed, accuracy, attack skills, increase damage, attack speed twice. We're getting 2 attack speeds there. And I could even go here with getting the increased block recovery. Maybe I should start picking some of these up. Though maybe the long-term investment would be to go in this direction. So let's do that. What did I do? Did I go around and oh no, I died. I was under the impression that I'd been through here before. And I came back. Okay. Yeah, this definitely feels better. I'm sure that that skill will come in handy at some point, but it's not now, it's not yet. I don't have enough bleeding there. Or maybe it's very, like I'm thinking about it and it's very situational. What do we have here? More evasions, a zealot helmet. Not what we need.
I can't do this just yet.
I don't know what that thing on the floor was when they died, but
The world must be cleansed of impurity.
okay. I mean, if I'm taking a look at the damage I'm causing to him, that is quite good. And I could do this and it's really going, it's good damage. Let's put another mark on it. Good.
I am the new and the eternal. I am innocence.
Okay, Innocence, well, let's take you out. Yeah, okay. We're still good here. Might not feel like that sometimes, but... The first time I played Path of Exile, like, this battle was very tough for me. I wasn't really doing a lot of damage to the Innocent, and I died a lot to that beam, because I didn't know to avoid it for some reason. You come a long way when playing these games. Like, every time you play them, it doesn't feel like it. You always remember, like, glimpses of how it might have been. But we're, as human, we're made to forget how difficult some stuff is. Heard this about, like, giving birth as well. Man, look when I died.
I can't do this just yet.
You and only you
Okay, so
should Kitava.
now Kitava is back. We have a cleaver here. Extra life, some armor, some strength, some energy shield. We have the resistances here. That's why I kept it. What is this? Curse enemies with flame ability. Okay. This one, this is with poison. Okay, so it's not a sword for us. Spoke to innocents. Now we can go back home.
What in damnation have you done?
Yes, yes. Blame it all on me.
Greetings.
Sell, 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 sell. Keep that, sell these.
Keep your life to your own.
Okay, we made the recipe for a jeweler's orb, which is just selling an armor with or a weapon with 6 gem slots. Okay, and if I am looking for this, let's see. Attack damage while holding a shield. That is not something that we have or that we use, and we'll see over on this side. Stun, recovery, trap damage, physical damage, leeched as life. And you know what we could do? Turn these into unique. We got some extra resistance right there. It's not the greatest thing that you can add, but it's gonna help temporarily. On cold we're good. We can change then our cold resistance here into fire resistance. Right? This would almost cap us overall. And we can go back in Act 5 to the Overseer Tower.
There'll be time for that soon enough.
Let's see, Lani.
Remember, we do this for freedom.
What do you have for Ground Slam, Projectiles Cleave, Ice Shot, Frost Blades, Radiant... Okay, so there's nothing here for us specifically. Then maybe I'll pick something like Ground Slam. Feels like what I would do. Yeah, maybe Ground Slam, because I use it a bit more often than the rest.
There'll be time for that soon enough.
And we're gonna stop here for today. We're gonna put a cut in here, and tomorrow we're coming and taking on Kitava and reaching the second act of this game. I hope you have enjoyed it. I thank you very much for watching and for the support, and I wish you all to have a wonderful day.